Music is all around us. It is like air. We breathe it in. We often do not even notice. But it is there. It fills our lives. It has been with humans for a very long time, since the earliest days, perhaps before words. People sang, they drummed, they made sounds. These sounds became music. A way to speak, a way to share feelings without needing words. This is the magic of music, its first great gift. Music speaks to everyone. It doesn't matter where you are from or what language you speak or how old you are. A baby might smile at a soft lullaby. An old person might tap their foot to a familiar tune. Across cultures, across borders, music connects. It is a bridge, a common ground. We find it in celebrations, in moments of quiet thought, in rituals, in simple, everyday activities. It is truly a universal language, understood by the heart. Think of a mother humming to her child. This is music, pure and simple. It calms the baby. It brings comfort. The baby does not understand the words, if there are any. Music has a strange power, a power over our emotions. A few notes can make us feel so much. They can lift us up. They can bring us down. A melody can open a door inside us, a door to feelings we did not know were there, or feelings we had forgotten. It is like a key, unlocking different rooms in our heart. Sometimes the feeling is clear. Sometimes it is a mix, a sweet sadness, a quiet joy, a restless energy. Consider a piece of classical music, perhaps a slow adagio. The strings might weep, the piano might sigh. It can bring a sense of peace or a deep melancholy. We might feel a longing or a gentle sorrow. The music does not tell us what to feel, but it guides us. It suggests a path for our emotions. Then think of a lively folk dance. The fiddles are fast, the drums are strong. It makes you want to move, to clap, to smile. Different kinds of music paint different emotional pictures. A powerful march can make us feel strong. Some music is like sunshine, it just makes you happy. Think of a bright, fast song with a catchy tune. Your feet start tapping. You might want to dance. A smile comes to your face without you even trying. This is the sound of joy, put into notes and rhythms. Pop songs often do this, so do upbeat jazz pieces, or the finale of a great symphony full of energy. The music seems to bubble, to sparkle, to lift off the ground. It can change your mood in an instant. The tempo often plays a big part. Fast music tends to energize. It gets our heart rate up a little. The major keys in music are often linked to happiness. They sound bright, open, optimistic. Think of a children's song, Happy Birthday, for example. It is simple, it is in a major key, it is about celebration. This kind of music can be infectious. If people around you are enjoying it, you might too. Happiness in music can be a shared experience. I remember a patient, very withdrawn, seldom spoke. One day someone played a lively polka on an accordion. Suddenly her eyes lit up. A small smile appeared. She began to tap her fingers, then her foot. Music is not always about joy, it can also hold our sadness. Sometimes when we feel low, we seek out sad music. This might seem strange. Why make ourselves feel sadder? But it's not always like that. Sad music can comfort, it can feel like a friend. Someone who understands, a slow melody, a mournful cello, a singer's voice full of pain. These sounds can match our inner feelings. They tell us we are not alone in our sorrow. This can be very healing, very helpful. Blues music is a perfect example. It was born from hardship, from pain, from struggle. Yet it is not just depressing, it has a strength to it, a resilience. Listening to the blues can be cathartic. It allows us to feel our sadness, to express it, and then perhaps to move through it. The music acknowledges the pain, it gives it a voice. This validation can be incredibly important when we are going through difficult times. I've known people who listen to sad songs after a loss or during a period of grief. Section 5, the brain's own orchestra. Why we feel the music. Why does music affect us so deeply? It's a fascinating question. Scientists have studied this. They look at the brain. When we listen to music, many parts of our brain light up. It is not just one area. It is like an orchestra playing. Different sections are involved, all working together. The auditory cortex processes the sounds, the notes, the rhythms, but that is just the beginning of the journey. The music travels further, deeper into our minds, reaching the centers of emotion and memory. Our brain releases chemicals when we hear music we enjoy. One of these is dopamine. This is a pleasure chemical. It is the same chemical released when we eat good food, or when we achieve something or fall in love. So when a piece of music gives you chills or makes you feel good, that is dopamine at work. Your brain is rewarding you. This reward system makes us want to listen to more music. It reinforces the connection between music and pleasure. It is a powerful biological response. Music also connects to the parts of our brain that control movement. This is why we tap our feet or nod our heads or feel the urge to dance. The rhythm of the music seems to speak directly to our motor system. Our muscles want to join in. Section 6. Memories in a song. Music as a time machine. Music has a remarkable ability to unlock memories. A song can transport us back in time instantly. You hear a few notes from a song you have not heard in years. Suddenly you are there, back in that moment. You remember the place, the people, the feelings. It is like opening a dusty photo album in your mind. The images are vivid, the emotions are fresh. This power of music is very strong and very common. Many of us have songs that are tied to specific times in our lives. This happens because music and memory are closely linked in the brain. The parts of the brain that process music are near the parts that store memories, especially emotional memories. So, when we hear a song from our past, it can trigger a whole network of associated recollections. A song from your teenage years might bring back feelings of first love or friendships or youthful adventures. A holiday song might remind you of family gatherings, the scents and sounds of a particular season. I once met a man who had lost many of his memories due to a brain injury. He struggled to recall his past, but when his wife played songs from their courtship, something amazing happened. His eyes would clear. Section 7. Healing harmonies. Music's power to mend. Music can do more than entertain. It can also heal. This idea is not new. Ancient cultures used music for healing. They believed in its power to soothe the body and the mind. Today, we call this music therapy. It is a recognized field with trained professionals. They use music to help people with various challenges: physical, emotional, cognitive, social. The results can be quite remarkable. Music finds ways to reach people when other methods fail. For example, music therapy is used with children with autism. Some children who struggle with verbal communication can express themselves through music. They might play an instrument or sing or respond to rhythm. Music provides a different channel, a non-verbal one. It can help them connect with others and with their own feelings. It can also help improve motor skills and attention. The structured nature of music can be very calming and predictable for them. Section 8. Dr. Music Case Notes from a Musical Life. In my work, I've seen music's power many times. I often think of patients with profound amnesia. They might not remember their own names or their families, but sometimes a familiar song could break through. A hymn from childhood, a popular tune from their youth. For a moment, a flicker of recognition, a connection. It was as if the music held a piece of their lost self. These moments were precious. They showed that even in deep forgetting, music could still find a way in, still resonate. I recall a group of patients with Tourette's syndrome. Their tics, their involuntary movements and sounds could be very disruptive, very difficult to control, but when some of them played music or sang, the tics would often diminish or even disappear completely. It was as if the flow of music, the rhythm, the concentration, provided a different kind of organization for the brain, a temporary respite from the storm of tics. One young man was a talented jazz drummer. When he played, he was free. Then there were the awakenings, patients with encephalitis lethargica. They had been asleep for decades, frozen, unresponsive. Music played a role in reaching some of them. A familiar melody from their past, played on a piano, could sometimes elicit a response. Section 9. The enduring song, music's lasting presence. Music has been with us from the beginning. It will likely be with us until the very end. Its power is timeless. Its appeal is universal. It is woven into the fabric of human existence, from the first lullaby to the final farewell. Music accompanies our journey. It marks our moments. It helps us understand ourselves and each other. It is a language that needs no translation, a comfort that needs no explanation. We have seen how music can evoke a rainbow of emotions: happiness, sadness, excitement, peace. It can make us want to dance or sit quietly and reflect. This ability to touch our feelings so directly, so deeply, is one of its greatest mysteries and its greatest gifts. It is like a direct line to our inner world, bypassing the need for complex thought or logic. It simply is, and it simply moves us. This is a constant in a changing world. The science behind music's impact is fascinating. We learn about dopamine, about brainwaves synchronizing, about dedicated networks in the brain for processing melody and rhythm. This knowledge helps us appreciate music even more. It shows that our connection to music is not just cultural, it is biological, it is wired into our very being. Our brains are built to respond to music, to find meaning in it.